graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled it out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome on into another edition of Play-by-Play with JJ as we cover the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles. This is another Phillies edition of Play-by-Play with JJ. This is game number 48 of the season. 48 games. We've covered each and every one of them, and it's been absolutely awesome. Hi, everybody. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a very fantastic day. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. And turn on those notification bell icons too. And that way you will know when we do go live. Jesus Luzardo is going to be on the mound today for the Philadelphia Phillies. And his opponent will be Antonio Senzatela. The Phillies, it took them a little bit of time to score runs yesterday, but they were able to get it going and really just took off in that eighth inning. They got their first run in the fifth, and they started off pretty cold. And once they were able to get some big runs in that eighth inning, it was just game over. You had some good swings from Kyle Schwarber, including his 300th homer in last night's game, which was awesome. Edmundo Sosa hit a line drive homer in the ninth inning and also went 4 for 5 on the day. And Alec Bohm, with his 2-run homer to put the Phillies on top in the eighth inning, was also big as well. I still can't believe that thing went out. I didn't think it was going to go, but also know that that's what happens at Coors Field too, is that the ball carries. It does. Christopher Sanchez also did pitch in yesterday's game. The Phillies overall were 4 for 9 with runners in scoring position, and they got contributions from Harper, and were able to do a good job of driving in runs. Trey Turner had a couple of RBI, and so did Sosa and Bohm and Schwarber. But yeah, all right, so let's get into tonight's game. Phillies will have Jesus Luzardo out there on the bump, and he will be playing against Antonio Senzatela. Luzardo this year, 27 years old, of course, coming off of a good outing against the St. Louis Cardinals. 7 innings, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. And in the month of May, he has a 2.55 ERA, and he's been absolutely dominant. 5 earned runs in this month in just a little bit less than 18 innings of work. And he's one of those guys that has just been, I've said it a lot, he was scouted as a low-risk, high-reward type of a guy. And when the Phillies got him, that was a very good move for them to take a chance on him. He's 4-0 on the season. He's going to be looking to go 5-0 this year, and we'll see if he can live up to the task and complete the job. As far as the offense goes, they're going to be playing against Antonio Senzatela, and this guy has a 6.39 ERA on the season. He's just 1-7. 1-7 he is. That's it. Only win he had was against the Nationals. Now, the last time the Phillies did face him, he gave up 10 hits, but just 1 run. And the Phillies really let him off the hook. And he only had 3 strikeouts in the game. They were hitting the ball, but they just could not get any runs scored. And that was one of the frustrating games that the Phillies have had this year. And that started really just a theme of not being able to score with runners in scoring position and how inconsistent the bats were. And at the time, they started off cold, and hopefully they get some redemption against him today and that they can tack on runs, because that's mainly what they do against him, except in the last game. 10 hits, no earned runs. That's just a very absurd stat when you think about it. He's coming off of a performance where he gave up 6 earned runs in his last outing, and that was in 4 2/3 of an inning against the Texas Rangers. He got his 7th loss of the season. He's actually lost his last 4 outings in a row. That's how bad he's been. Just leaving a lot of stuff flat out over the middle of the plate and not being able to locate the pitches the way that he should be able to do so. Let's get into the starting lineups for tonight. So the Phillies starting lineup will be this. It'll be Bryson Stott batting in the leadoff spot, Trey Turner batting second, Bryce Harper hitting third, Kyle Schwarber in the cleanup spot, Nick Castellanos batting fifth, and right behind him it'll be Max Kepler, JT Realmuto, followed up by Alec Bohm and Brandon Marsh. So again, just to recap what the starting lineup is for the Phillies, it's Stott, Turner, Harper, Schwarber, Castellanos, Kepler, Realmuto, Bohm, and Marsh. And again, the pitcher for the Rockies is Antonio Senzatela, right-handed pitcher from Valencia, Venezuela. And we're ready to get started as they just came back from a break. Phillies are playing out at Coors Field. 69 degrees, winds are blowing northwest at 14 miles per hour. It's pretty sunny out there, and humidity is only at 15%. Hiya, Tracy. Hello, Sean. Hello, Larry. I'm not feeling well. I'll be listening, but I probably won't make it far before I fall asleep. Pulling through chat. Sorry I'm late, JJ. Get out. No, I'm kidding. What's going on, man? What's up, Mark? How are you? What's up, Scott? What's going on? Hardcore. What's up, Seema Fox? Robert's here. How about the ending of last night? Yeah, it was crazy. Antonio Senzatela, again, is pitching. So, 6.39 ERA for him. He has a four-seamer, a slider, a changeup, a curveball, and a sinker. Those are his 5 pitches that he has in his toolbox. Batters are hitting .379 against the four-seamer and .524 against the changeup. I mean, that has really just been so flat this year for him, and he just has not been able to get the command the way that he did even in the previous years. Rockies are in their purple and black uniforms, also have the white bottoms, and the Phillies are in their gray tops, gray bottoms. Have Phillies painted across the chest in red text with blue stars above both eyes. Last names and numbers on the back as well. Numbers in big just below the letters. And here we go. First pitch is outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes to Bryson Stott. And here is a fastball that's taken right down the middle for strike 1 at 93 miles per hour. Nationals have bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th against the Braves, and they lead it 4-3. They just tacked on another run. The 1-1 pitch, that's taken on the outside corner for a strike. Red Sox currently lead the Mets 2-0. That game is actually on TBS, or if you want to go tune on into PAS, you can have him on in the background as well. Does an awesome job. 1-2 pitch. It's grounded over towards the right side. First baseman has it, and Stott beats out Senzatela to first base. As it looked like Toglia tried to make an underhanded throw back over to Senzatela, who had to go cover the bag. And it was a foot race, and Stott wins the relay. Infield single for Bryson Stott. And Trey Turner's up next. Just a heads up, tonight I might not be looking at chat as much. So if somebody does have a question, ping me or just leave a super chat. Here we go. Here's the pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards right field, and on the dive is Freeman. He can't make the catch. It bounces right on the line, and it goes into the seats, and it's a ground rule double for Trey Turner. Freeman had to run all the way towards that right field line. It was a diagonal run for him, and he tried to get there and just couldn't do so, and Turner put it in a very good spot. And so he is over at second, Stott's over at third, and Bryce Harper is up at the plate. First pitch to Bryce, it's taken outside for a ball. Remember, we mentioned that the Phillies had 10 hits the last time that they played against Senzatela, and they only got 1 run. The 1-0 to Bryce, and he's going to chop this one past the dive of the third baseman out to left field. Stott will score. Turner is going to score as well. The throw to second. Safe is Bryce Harper. A 2-run double for Bryce. Phillies putting the ball in the right spot. Now, the manager for the Rockies, Warren Schaefer, is challenging to see if Harper is out at second base. I thought he was safe. But they have the earpieces in. Corey Blazer and Ron Kolpa are having the review here, or looking at it. But nonetheless, it is a 2-run base hit for Bryce. I think his right foot, Bryce, as he was sliding into second base, I think it just got in, and Tovar was just a little bit late on the swipe. But they're looking at it. He's in. I don't think that's a good challenge at all, to be honest with you. But then from the other angle that they showed us, it looks closer. Harper's looking over at the Jumbotron, as well as the umpires. Let's see if this angle shows the full detail. Any way you look at it, it's a 2-run single. It's at least a 2-run single for Harper. We're just waiting for a call. All right, here it is. The call is confirmed, and Bryce Harper is safe. So the first 3 batters have gotten on for Philadelphia, and Kyle Schwarber is up next. What's up? What's up, folks? Schwarber is up. Senzatela kicks and delivers, and the pitch is outside and low for a ball. In 47 games, Schwarber has a .257 average and leads baseball with second in baseball with 16 homers. Here's the windup and the next pitch, and it's taken for a strike. He's also 10th in the league in RBI and 5th in on-base plus slugging percentage. Over his last 7 days, 4 for his last 22. 1-1 pitch. It's in the dirt for ball 2. Shalom, Will. Two balls, 1 strike. And the windup and the next pitch. And Schwarber bounces it foul. Again, I might not be reading. I might be a little bit behind on chat tonight. Trying something a little bit different. But again, all supers do go to the top. And again, if you guys have something else that you want to say, just ping me. Don't spam the chat is all I ask. 2-2 the Schwarber. Fly ball hit out over towards right center field. On the run is Doyle. He'll make the catch over towards the alleyway. Harper tags up from second. He'll head on over to third. The throw is drawn back over towards the shortstop. And so it's a productive out for Kyle. He had a rocket. And Doyle got a pretty good read on it. It looked like that Doyle, when he caught it, right after he caught it, as he was turning around, he sort of lost his footing for a second on the throw. Not saying that he would have had Bryce out, but just something to think about. A sac fly could give the Phillies a 3-0 lead. Even a soft ground ball. Here's Castellanos, and he's going to hit this one out over towards straightaway center field. This should absolutely do it. Doyle tracks it down, makes the grab. Harper's going to run on home, and he stands up, and he crosses home plate. 3-0 Phils. 3 runs from small ball. It's a good swing by Casty. Here's Max Kepler, and the first pitch that he sees is a fastball that's in the dirt for a ball. Phillies are not messing around in this first inning. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch to Kepler. He'll tap this one over towards the right side. Pitcher has it, throws it over to first. It's going to get on by Toglia, and Max Kepler is aboard. Surprised that I guess that Senzatela didn't think it was going to roll out of play, and it was going to roll foul, but he made a soft little toss over to first, and Toglia couldn't make the grab. Yeah, that was going to stay fair, so it was right for him to pick up the ball with the bare hand. As soon as he threw it over to first, it was just towards the right side of Toglia. But also Toglia, I didn't think was positioned at the right position. He had his left foot on the bag instead of his right foot. So we'll see what they rule that as. JT's going to foul it off. And he's already behind in the count 0-1. He went 0 for 5 in last night's game. So they call it an infield single for now. 0-1 to JT. He pops it back behind home plate. It's a foul ball. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. And turn on the bell icons, too. 0-2 pitch. It's outside. Tuning in from the gym, says MPP. What's up? Phillies lead 3-0. They got a 2-run double from Bryce Harper and a sac fly from Nick Castellanos. 1-2 to JT. He fouls it off over towards the right side. That's a foul ball. Phillies have won all 4 games that they've played this year against the Rockies. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and JT goes down on strikes. He's 0 for 6 in this series. Phillies do send 7 men up to the plate and do tack on 3 runs. We're going to the bottom of the first. The Rockies are coming up for the first time. And their lineup, it'll be this. Jordan Beck playing out in left field, batting in the leadoff spot. Ezequiel Tovar is at shortstop. Batting second and batting third, it's Hunter Goodman who's going to be catching today. Miguel Toglia is the first baseman, batting in the cleanup spot. Fifth will be Brenton Doyle out in center field. Kyle Farmer is DHing today. Tyler Freeman out in right field. He'll be batting seventh. Adayo Amados is at second base. He'll be hitting eighth. And Aaron Schunk is at third base today for Ryan McMahon. And he will be batting in the ninth spot. So again, it's Beck, Tovar, Goodman, Toglia, Doyle, Farmer, Freeman, Amador, and Shunk, excuse me. And they will be facing Jesus Luzardo, who is on the hill today for the Philadelphia Phillies. Luzardo has a 3-run cushion already. He's only faced the Rockies 4 times in his career, and during that time, 0-1 is his record with a 6.75 ERA and 22 strikeouts in those 4 appearances. The last time that he did pitch against the Rockies, though, he did strike out 13 batters in 7 innings and only give up 4 hits and 1 earned run. That was on July 23rd of 2023. He'll face Jordan Beck for the first time around. And Luzardo kicks and delivers and throws a 95-mile-per-hour fastball that catches the outside corner. 9 starts for Luzardo, 4-0, a 2.0 ERA, and 57 strikeouts. 0-1 pitch, fouled off over towards the right side. Final score predictions, let us know down below. The ball is 2 strikes, and the pitch, swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to start off the ball game for Jesus Luzardo. Very nice. Very, very good. Let's go Harper and Baumholtz suggestion. What's going on, folks? Let us know where you're tapping in from down below. The pitch is outside for a ball. Tovar hitting .275. Does have 2 homers. And the count is 1-1. Luzardo is second in the National League in ERA, just behind Kodai Senga. 1-1 pitch, line drive, leaping catch by Alec Boehm. He's made some nice defensive plays in this series so far. And there was another one, an L5 in the scorebook. And there's 2 away. Isn't it nice when you get help from your defense? It's got to be a great feeling. Here's the wind-up and the pitch. And that's an elevated fastball that swung on and missed at 96 miles per hour by Hunter Goodman. The ball is 1 strike. Next pitch is up high for a ball. This guy is 25 years old. He's from Arlington, Tennessee, not Texas. Takes the 1-1 down for ball 2. Last year hit 190, and he had 40 hits and 211 at-bats, including 13 home runs. This year, those 7 homers and 29 RBI. 2-1 pitch, ground ball, hit over to third base. Boehm has it and throws it over to first, and it's in time, and 1-2-3 go the Rockies. And so we're heading to the top of the second inning. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. All right. We are in the top of the second inning. Okay. Here is Alec Bohm. He will be leading it off for the Phillies. Phillies do lead a 3-0 on a 2-run double from Bryce Harper and a sac fly from Nick Castellanos. And Senzatela was going to call for time as we have a pitch comm issue. The bat boy is going to go out there and ask for a different device. So, folks, today I was thinking, okay, I was sort of in a nostalgia mode today. I was. I had a VCR. And I was thinking about old movies that I used to watch on VCR, or that my family watched, or my brother. And I want to know, okay, what was the first movie that you watched on your VCR, if you remember? Or like the most memorable movie that you saw as a VHS tape. On a VHS tape. The pitch. It's grounded over towards second base. Salvador has it, plays it on a bounce, throws it over to first. It's in time. One of the first ones I remember was Angels in the Outfield. That's baseball themed for me. So 1 pitch, 1 out. And Brandon Marsh is up. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Old Yeller. That's a good one. The ball is 1 strike. Didn't have either, but my dad has a DVD player, and we watched Star Wars. The original one? 0-1. Ground ball hit over towards the first base side. Toglia picks it up and wins the foot race to the bag and beats out Marsh. E.T. The Natural. Natural's a good movie. Bruce Bochy just got ejected after arguing what was a bad call during an Aaron Judge at bat. Ed or Dunston checks in. I'll have to look that up. First pitch is in there for a strike. That's to Bryson Stott. And the 0-1 pitch is way inside for a ball. Field of Dreams. What do you guys remember about buying your first VCR? Or having your first VCR? Like, what was that feeling like? 1-1. That's in there for strike 2. Joe says The Sandlot. That's a good one. I don't have Sandlot on VHS. E.T. we do. 1-2 pitch. It's grounded back over towards the mound. Senzatela has it. Throws it over to first. It's in time. And so we're going to the bottom of the second. It's 3-0 Phils. David says basically all of them. DVD players were nice too. Apparently I found out yesterday, okay? I found out yesterday that and I never knew this, but there was such thing as like a rewinder. Like you could actually like go buy like a rewinder and have the VHS tape rewind through the little machine. And it wasn't really so good if you did it through the VHS. You know, if you press the rewind button, because things could get clogged in there. And I never really thought about that. But just thought that was interesting. We had a beta before VCR in Star Wars original series. I don't remember when we didn't have a VCR law at my mom and dad's house. Yeah, Orlando, I just brought that up too. Yeah. Dr. MP says, yes, we all had one. Yeah. So we're going to the bottom of the second inning. I figured that this was a good question to ask because I have like a very good demographic of a mixture of audience members. Like we have young people, and we also have people that have been around and that have seen that were there like when the first when VCRs were new, and it's just cool. Do you guys still have a collection of like all your VHS tapes? Rewinders were great when you had multiple movies on one tape. That was a lot of tape to rewind. Well, yeah. The pitch is low for a ball to Michael Toglia. He's hitting .210 on the season. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a slider that's in there for a strike. Right. 1-1. That's fouled back over towards the screen. 47 strikeouts in Luzardo's first 7 starts. He's the 5th Phillies left-handed pitcher with 47 plus in his first 7. Since what was that, 1904? 1-2. That's down low for a ball. I still have 95% of my VHS tapes in boxes. You have old Eagles games? You recorded them? 2-2 pitch. That swung on and missed. And there is out number 1. Looking at 2 of those old machines, or 2 of those machines right in front of me. It's nice. The pitch, that's taken for a ball. You really are a sports fan, I guess, hardcore. 1 ball, no strikes. Brenton Doyle's pitching. By the way, the Phillies lead 3-0. We're in the bottom of the second. 1 out. Luzardo comes set and throws a pitch that's outside for ball 3. By the way, I don't know where she's been. I'm sure that she's been tuning on in, but Kathy Ann, I've been thinking about you, and hopefully all is well. Our cleanup hitter. I just wanted to say I've been thinking about you, and if you are tuning on in, we all love you. 3-1. That's popped up. It's a foul ball, and it goes out of play. Kathy was like one of the first people that came onto the channel that tuned on into the Phillies games. I think she came on after the Phillies played against the Diamondbacks because she lives in Arizona. 3-2 pitch. It misses inside for ball 4. So there's a 1-out walk. I have the Pink Floyd show from Berlin recorded on VHS when they tore down the last section of the wall. Wow. Wow, Travis. That's cool. 1 out, the pitch. Ground ball hit over to third base. The throw to second. There's 1. The throw to first. Not in time. It's just a 5-4 fielder's choice. And Kyle Farmer gets on. Nice play again by Alec, too. Threw it on the run over to second. Caitlin Clark is now tied for the most games with 20 points and 10 assists in WNBA history. Izzy's also been here. Yes, sir, Megan. Izzy and Megan, for sure. Pitch is in there for a strike. The 1-1. That's taken for ball 2. That was a nice play by Bohm. I don't think I gave that justice, but that was a very good defensive play. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Luzardo kicks, deals. That pitch is fouled away. It's a Wonderful Life. That's a great movie. I do like It's a Wonderful Life. 2-2 pitch. Foul ball. If we're also subscribers, elbow cough. Yes, you are. 2-2 pitch. That's fouled away. Marsh is playing. Two-two pitch. That's low and inside for ball 3. You saw The Wall live in concert in Los Angeles. Wow. My dad went to go see, my mom took my dad to go see Pink Floyd on one of his birthdays when they were out in Harrisburg. Forget what year. If he's on, he could comment and say it if he wants. The pitch, it's lined out towards center field. And it's played on a couple of bounces from Brandon Marsh. And so that's going to put runners on at first and second base. The pitch, that's swung on and missed. I like Pink Floyd too. Only time I saw Pink Floyd was Division Bell, and they were great. High Hopes. Oh, it's such a great song. It was like one of their later albums. 0-1. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. On the run is Kepler, and it is a foul ball. Thank goodness. Amador was just out in front of it. The Cubs have exploded for 14 runs today. They beat the Marlins 14-1. Here's the 0-2. That's fouled off. If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. Yeah, that's right, Midnight Owl. 0-2 pitch. That's up high for a ball. Here's the 1-2. That's fouled off. Tying run is up. It's Amador. 35 pitches for Jesus Luzardo. 22 strikes, 13 balls. The 1-2 delivery. Another foul ball. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. 1-2 pitch. Up high for ball 2. Are you like comfortably numb at the karaoke bar? It's a good one. I like money. 2-2. That's down for ball 3. Payoff pitch. That's grounded back over towards the mound. Luzardo has it. Underhanded throw over to first is in time for out number 3. So we're going to the top of the third. Phillies lead at 3-0. Nothing beats Dark Side of the Moon. I don't care what you say. I love Dark Side of the Moon. And I bring this story up a lot, but my dad had before you could stream on Spotify or Apple Music. Spotify came out in 2013, right? My dad had this little jukebox. It's like an MP3 player. It's what you had to use to listen to music before they even had iPods. And so I had one of those, and I had this other thing called an Arcos. And of course, how you got your music was through BearShare, or you download MP3 songs, and that whole jukebox, and the Arcos, they held up to a lot of songs. There was a lot of, I think we had over 2,000 songs on there, which was a lot at the time because it's a lot of space. So he had the whole Dark Side of the Moon album as a song on there. And that was really cool, and I would listen to that a lot of the times when we would go on trips. And then CDs, man, you burn CDs. If you could get a CD to hold 120 songs, that's a lot of songs. The pitch is inside for a ball to Trey Turner. One ball, no strikes, and the pitch is up high for ball 2. Turner's up. 2 balls, no strikes. And the next pitch to Trey, line drive, base hit out to left field. Turner loves to hit out at Coors Field. Who doesn't? And so Turner gets on with a leadoff single. I still listen to CDs. Yeah. When I had my 2000 BMW, I still had some cassettes that I would just put on. Buddy Holly's Greatest Hits. Tina Turner. There's some good cassettes that I listened to. Then you had the cassette converters when they came out. The pitch, Nats grounded back up the middle for a base hit. And so Doyle gets down on one knee, and Turner stops at second base. All right. Tommy by the Who. Yeah. Two runners on, nobody out. Top of the third inning. And Kyle Schwarber is up. The windup and the pitch. That's low and outside. Even people that are a part of my generation don't remember those things. You know? Do I remember Napster? No. I don't know what Napster was. One ball, one strike. We're in the top of the third. There's 2 runners on. That's now Bryce's 5th multi-hit game in 7 days. 1-1 pitch to Schwarber. He'll ground it over towards the right side. This will at least advance the runners. So Toglia tags the bag. There's the first out. The pitch, swing and a miss to Nick Castellanos. Senzatela is still pitching, 36 pitches for him on the night so far. The 0-1 is taken down for a ball. Casty batting .282. He had the sac fly back in the first. Harper also had a 2-run double in the first as well. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's outside and low for ball 2. Casty's just batting .190 in his last 5 games against the Rockies. Next pitch. Now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. But he's hitting .294 against the Rockies during his career in 36 games. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos. And the windup and the next pitch, that's going to be rolled over to shortstop. The throw to the plate in time, and Trey Turner is out. Nice play by Tovar. Good tag as well by the catcher, Hunter Goodman. Swiped him right on the arm. Got him on the right hand. And Turner, as he tried to dive in there head first, he wasn't going to beat out the good throw. So it's a fielder's choice. It's 6-2. 6-2 fielder's choice. Max Kepler's up. And the pitch is outside for a ball. My next door neighbor and good friend, when I lived down in the Lower Keys, he would let me sit in his car for an hour every once in a while and record songs off the radio in his '88 Cadillac. That's cool. Fitzy! What's going on, Fitzy? It's really cool. What's going on, Fitz? 1 ball, 1 strike. Thanks for beating those Mets. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the next pitch is outside for ball 2. Walker Buehler with a shutout, huh, Fitzy? James says congratulations to your team. James, I appreciate you for coming on here, man. We love you. 2-1. It's outside for ball 3. Is this a redirect from a PAS? Or is this from Fitzy? Regardless, I'm happy to see you, Fitzy. And I'm happy to see you, PAS, if you are here. 3-1 pitch. It's in there for strike 2. Sox winning 2 straight against the Mets. I'm surprised. And not only did they win 2, but they shut them out. My gosh. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And time called from Max Kepler. The Titans lead 3-0. They got a 2-run double from Harper and a sac fly from Castellanos. The windup and the payoff pitch to Kepler. He'll bounce this one towards the right side. And the second baseman has it. Sidearm throw to first is in time. We're heading to the bottom of the third inning. So the Phillies had 2 base runners to start off the inning, and nobody could come home. We're heading to the bottom of the third, 3-0 Philadelphia. Okay. Hit the like button, folks, and hit the subscribe button as well if you're tuning on in. PAS, shout out to you. Shout out to Fitzy as well. You guys are more than welcome to drop your links down below. Fitz, do I have you as a mod on here? I don't think I do. I will change that. 1 second. Where is it? Where is it? Why can't I upload the video? Why can't I come on the video right now? Here, let me just do it from my phone. Let me do it from my phone. We'll get there. 267 people on there watching. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, folks. We have 80 likes. Let's go. I have the wrench. Okay, good. Okay, now I see it. On Restream, it doesn't show you. So that's why I was like, I don't know if I gave you one. But there you go. It was a Fitzy redirect. Fitzy, you're the man. Fitzy, you are awesome. If you guys enjoy Boston Red Sox coverage, my guy Fitzy does really a good job. I've been a big fan of his. And you guys should be too. You know? He's really good at what he does. Harper, I wonder what the flick that was. This is Roberts. Well, that was a ground out. No, I have the wrenches, Joe. Panthers lead 3-1 against the Hurricanes. They're in the second period. Here's Luzardo as he comes back out there on the hill, throws the first pitch. It's up high. One ball, no strikes. And here's the windup and the next pitch. That's fouled back towards the screen. I subscribed, and John from PAS also redirected me. Fitzy and John both do a great job. They do. They absolutely do. 1-1. Fouled back towards the screen. Yankees lead 3-0 against the Texas Rangers. They're in the top of the 8th. Astros have a 2-0 advantage against the Rays. They're in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the 1-2 from Luzardo. Swing and a miss. Jesus Luzardo in cruise control so far. He gets his third punch out of the game. Ooh. And then we're going to take off the hat. We're taking the hat off. We're giving the hair a little bit of breathing room. Here's the pitch. It's in there for strike one. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch is outside for a ball. Sounds like you do too, Sis James. Thank you, man. Yeah, I do like a radio play-by-play style type of a thing. But I also love interacting with my people, of course. You know? 1-1, swing and a miss. So Beck is down in the count. He struck out in his first at-bat. He's homered 8 times this year and has driven in 16 runs. Here's the 1-2 pitch at the knee. It's for a called third strike. 4 strikeouts for Luzardo. He has fanned 4 guys today. Just got it you located it really well. And he got the call. But that sweeper was disgusting. He throws a changeup that is going to get the batter fooled. He was really early. That's Ezekiel Tovar. No balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch is upstairs. James says you have a nice setup, JJ. Thank you. It's different, you know. 1-1 pitch, an elevated fastball that swung on and missed at 96 miles per hour. Luzardo has everything working for him so far. 50 pitches, pitch number 51 coming up. As Luzardo shakes his head, now gets the signs, winds up and fires, and it's outside. Rising Rhino, what's going on, Rising Rhino? 2 balls, 2 strikes. They'll wind up in the next pitch, up high for ball 3. All the content creators are coming on here. We got Fitzy, we got Rhino, and PAS. 3-2 pitch, and it misses inside, and that's the first walk surrendered by Jesus Luzardo. It's a 2-out walk. What's happening, says Rising Rhino? Your Colorado Rockies. Shout out to Rising Rhino. If you guys like football, that's your man. Here's Hunter Goodman, and the pitch is fouled back towards the screen. We love you all. Goodman grounded out in the first. Tovar leads off over at first. He can fly. The toss back to first, and it's not in time. T-Wolves are up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's 40-33 in the second quarter. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's fouled back towards the screen. There's a little shadow over at first base. And Harper was squinting his eyes for a second, then put his hand to his hat just to try to get some clear vision. See if he was going to get the throw back at first. 0-2 pitch outside. And Luzardo just cannot close the door to end this third inning. The door is still open. 5 multi-hit games for Bryce Harper in his last 7 games. Luzardo gets set at the belt, stares at first base, and delivers to home, and it's upstairs again. The 25-year-old Goodman facing Jesus Luzardo. And here's the 2-2. That's in the dirt for ball 3. JJ, what got you on SpongeBob last night? I don't know. I don't know what gets me into what I talk about sometimes. I have a very weird mind. It just randomly came up in conversation. 3-2 pitch. It's lined foul. I like to spice it up. I don't know. My mind goes in different directions sometimes, and I like to get you guys to talk. And so that was on my mind and just popped out of nowhere. 3-2. That's flied out towards right field. It's carrying. Castellanos goes back towards the track, has room, makes the grab in front of the wall, and we're heading to the top of the 4th. So, no runs, 1 man left, and the Phillies still have a 3-0 lead. Jason! What's up, Jason? Hey, JJ, did you ever meet the Rowan football coach? Jay Accorsi? I know he's not the coach anymore, but he was the coach for the football team up until we graduated. Did I meet the new one that's in there now? I've never talked to him personally. I have seen him, though. SpongeBob the VCRs. Yeah, I mean, you got to keep it engaging. Like, baseball's one of those sports, folks, like, where if you're watching the 162, you got to you can't just talk baseball. You gotta have other things to talk about too. Like, this is what, to me, what makes the best baseball broadcasters are the people who show their personality, right? And the people who just are able to bring others together. I think baseball works so well with YouTube because when you're on the radio, yeah, you're listening and you can tell really cool stories on the radio. But with this interaction that you and I have, with this bond that you and I have, baseball really does bring that out. Unlike hockey, basketball, and even football. And because we're consistent and we're on every day, we can talk about making our beds like we did the other day. Or we could talk about baseball movies or music or VHS tapes or whatever it is, because it shows character. You know? So, I like that. And I'm happy that you guys like that too. If I was a robot, you wouldn't like me. The pitch. And that's a foul ball. JT's up. He's 0 for 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. And the pitch is outside for a ball. Jason says his name is Leon Harris. He was my high school football coach and went to Rowan in 2014. Just wondering. Really? That's cool. 1-1. Ground ball. Back up the middle. Tavares picks it up. Spins. Turns. Throws the first. What a play by Ezequiel Tovar as JT is out. And JT, who's been slumping lately, just got robbed on a base hit. Tovar, we mentioned, he has wheels, and he just made that play look so easy. He picked it up, he turned around, and fired a strike after doing a 180-degree turn over to first base. Bang, bang play by Tovar. And now it's Bohm who's up, and he fouls off the first pitch. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch is down for a ball. Baseball, you do get a lot of downtime. Yes, you do. I think that's probably one of the reasons why you guys come back. Is because you like something about this. The 1-1. That's going to be grounded over to second base. A nice play by the second baseman as he throws it over to first on the bounce. And that's in time. Adayo Adamos able to take away a base hit from Alec Bohm. And there's 2 away. They shifted him perfectly. And Amados, again, able to throw it on a bounce over to first from the outfield grass. And the defense for the Rockies on the middle infield has been helping them. Two gone, top of the 4th. 1 ball, no strikes, and Antonio Senzatela is still pitching. Here's Marsh who comes up, and nobody can get to that ball as it's going to be going out to left field for a base hit. It was a ground ball hit to the 5-6 hole. And Marsh gets on with a 2-out single. The fact that you give this content for free is not appreciated, says Quan. Thanks for your hard work. I appreciate you. Just spread the word. Spread the word and keep coming back, you know? That's it. Here's Stott who comes up, and he's going to hit it towards the same spot that Marsh did, and that's going to go out to left field for another base hit. And so Marsh stops at second, and Stott gets aboard. Back-to-back singles for the Phillies. All 4 hits have been pretty hard in this inning. The first 2, though, resulted in outs. 28 more subs so we get to 5,800. I do want us to get to 6,000. I do. I want us to get to 6,000. Got to keep pushing. Turner's up. First pitch to Trey. Stares at the curveball that's in there for strike one. The ball is one strike. The pitch to Trey. That's bounced foul. Turner today 2 for 2. Takes the 0-2 wide. One-two pitch. Turner loses the bat. I think he also broke the bat as well, but it's fouled back towards the screen. It hit one of the cameras. Man. He didn't break it, but it went over the head of Dusty Wathan, and it hit one of the broadcasting cameras. One ball, two strikes, and there's two gone in the top of the fourth. Two base runners as well for the Phillies. Toss bat to second base, and Marsh is just safe. He was way off the bag, didn't even dive back into second. I was afraid he was going to get swiped on the ankle, but by the time he was swiped, his foot was on the bag. The 1-2 pitch to Turner. Strike three called. He stares at a curveball that catches the outside corner. And it's time to head to the bottom of the fourth inning. 3-0 Phils. They've gone quiet since the first. Okay. It's time now for On This Day in Phillies History, folks. Today is May 20th. Crazy. Where is it? There it is. It happened on this day, May 20th. In 1944 on this day, down by a run in the bottom of the ninth, player Charlie Leches hits a hot smash to the mound where it deflects off of Pittsburgh Pirates pitcher Nick Strincevich. First baseman Babe Dahlgren fielded the ball, fed it to Strincevich, who ran to cover first, beating Leches to the bag for a rare 1-3-1 putout. In 1951, on this day, Richie Ashburn collects 8 hits in a doubleheader and was the last Philly to do so. And one more. In 1954 on this day, as Luzardo kicks and fires, team president Bob Carpenter apologized to Grandy Hamner for having him followed by a private detective. Listen to this. The pitch is in there for a strike. Hamner noticed a car following him home 2 days prior. He called police, who found the other driver with 2 guns. When it became clear that the driver was hired by the Phillies, Hamner angrily demanded the trade. He dropped the demand after the apology, even though Carpenter would continue to use detectives to spot check compliance with the team's curfew. And that happened on this day in 1954. 3-1 pitch, ground ball, hit over the second base, stop, backhands, it throws it over to first. It's in time for out number 1. Quan with a $5 super chat. This is a small way to show my appreciation for your stream. The amount of time and effort you put into these streams is clearly shown, and it's free. Thank you, man. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Phillies are down 3-0. You need anecdotes with pronounceable names. Pronounceable names. Yeah, if you can help me find one, I would appreciate that. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch. Foul back towards the screen. Imagine being followed around by a private detective. Okay? And you're a player. You notice that a car is following you home 2 days prior. And the driver has 2 guns. And the driver was hired by the Phillies. Like, that's crazy. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch is taken inside and low for ball 3. Phillies lead at 3-0. We're in the bottom of the 4th. And the windup and the next pitch, it's low for ball 4. How would you feel if somebody was stalking you like that? And you find out the guy has 2 guns in the car and that person was hired by the team. That's wild. First pitch, the farmer. It's in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Here's a changeup, and that's fouled back towards the screen. Thanks again, Quan, for the $5 super chat, man. Runner's going to go, and the 0-2 pitch is in there for a strike 3. The throw to second base, and the runner is safe. Now, some people were saying that with Jose Alvarado and his weight loss, that the Phillies should have hired somebody to check up on him. Now, I'm just thinking about that, and I'm thinking about this instance here, and it's just weird. I know that that's like 2 totally different circumstances. I don't know why that they were following him in the first place, Hamner. But it's interesting. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's taken for a strike to Tyler Freeman, hitting over on the right side. The 1-1 delivery, line drive it out to left field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. A run's going to come on in to score. And it's an RBI single for Tyler Freeman. That's going to put the Cubs on the board, 3-1. I used to walk a block out of my way to wave at the cute girl through the window of the grocery store when I was in 8th grade. They call that stalking now. The pitch is in there for a strike. weight loss. You forgot the air quotes, JJ. 3-1 Phillies. The 0-1 is in there for a ball. Runner goes, the 1-1 is high. The throw to second base, and JT doesn't gun him out. Runner is safe. That's a good try. That's close. See if Bryson got him. Does hand come off the bag? Phillies are challenging this just to see if he's out. That was close. The ruling on the field was that the runner was safe. Let's see from this angle. It's hard to see if his left hand was in there as the tag was being applied. No interference. Is this the telling angle here? No. It's hard to see. And he kept his hand on the bag, I think. Or did it come off? And that's what they're checking. I don't know if the replay center is going to have access to an angle that can definitively say that he was out. It's taken a while for them to look at this and to make a call. I said Cubs. Sorry. My apologies. I'm looking at chat too much. That's me. On this angle, his hand's on. Is it still on him, though, as the tag was applied? His hand came off. No. They finally just made the call that the runner is safe. So the call to stand. And we will resume. It's 2 balls, 1 strike to Amador. And there's still 2 outs. And here's the 2-1, swing and a miss. Angel Vasquez. What's going on, Angel? How are you? Two balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, it looked a little bit inside, but it's a cold strike 3. And we're going to the top of the 5th, 3-1 Philadelphia. Be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. We're going to the top of the fifth. Phillies do lead 3-1. They scored all 3 runs in the first. And Bryce Harper, who drove in 2 of those runs and also scored, is up and takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. This game is about over an hour old. And the 1-0 pitch is outside for ball 2. Bryce hitting .271 on the season. And he'll slice the third pitch of the at-bat foul. Senzatela kicks and deals, and it's high for ball 3. Three-one pitch to Harper. Oh, bounced this one towards first base. Taglia stumbled a little bit, but he played it on a hop. He lost his footing, but nonetheless beats Harper to the bag and 1 away. Coming into this game, the Phillies have scored 23 runs against the Rockies this year. They've outscored them 23-6 in the regular season series. The pitch is inside for ball 1. Rockies are 5-17 at home and are 31 games under 500. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's outside for ball 2. 8 hits allowed by Senzatela in 4 1/3. 3 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, no walks. And the 2-0 is down for ball 3. By the way, the Orioles are down by 1. They're in the top of the 8th, and they have a runner on at first with 1 out against the Brewers. 3-0 pitch to Schwarber, and there's the first walk allowed by Senzatela, and it comes on a 4-pitch at-bat by Kyle Schwarber. So Schwarber gets aboard, and Castellanos is up. The guy that caught Schwarber's 300th homer yesterday, his name is Gabriel Del Razzo. Schwarber signed a bat for him. He said he only recently just got into baseball. And that is going to be something that you're going to want to hang on to. The pitch, swing and a miss. Imagine being that guy. 0-1. That's down and away for a ball. Excuse. The 1-1 to Casty. He'll pop this one up over towards shallow right field. Taglia calls off the second baseman and makes the grab on the outfield grass for the second out of the inning. What did Joe say? Throw me to the wolves. I'm afraid of what would happen to those wolves. The thought of being thrown into an alligator pit. I salivated. What's that from? So 2 away in the top of the 5th. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Mod Squad, let us know how many people are tuning on in. And how many likes we have. Here's the pitch to Kepler. Line drive into center field. That's going all the way towards the wall. Doyle gets over to it. Schwarber's rounding third. He'll come on in to score, and the Phillies going to run back. It's 4-1 as the deficit increases to 3 for Colorado. Survival. I knew I recognized that from somewhere. There you go, Max. Attaboy. He says, thanks for what you do, JJ. Totally appreciate you calling every game. Well, I appreciate you. I do this for you guys. I do. The pitch is taken for a ball. I mean, I like doing this for me, but it's even more fun doing this with you all. It's the 1-0 to JT. Oh, it's a little bit outside, but it's called a strike. Don't forget, after the game, folks, we have a post-game show that we do every single day. And we love getting you guys on here to come talk baseball with us. We do. We take voicemail messages. We take live call-ins. I mean, my gosh. It's like calling into a radio show. How many of you like calling into a radio show? I know I do. Sometimes I still call into WIP. 1 ball, 2 strikes. JT is up to bat. 2 outs. And a runner at second. The pitch to JT. Fly ball hit out over towards left center field. Who's going to get it? Doyle will. And he'll make the grab. And we're going to the bottom of the 5th. All right. 4-1 Philadelphia. Nothing like a visit to the course to get your offense back on track. That's why I said that this was the perfect time to do that, Larry. Didn't I? I've said that how many times? I feel like I've said it a lot. I said this was the series for the Phillies to get their offense back. This is how you build your power and you get your confidence back up. Coors Field is a great field for that. And to do it against this Colorado team, there's nothing better. There's no better way of doing so. Head scratching. Have 115 likes. Let's get to 200, folks. Let's keep going. Oh, something went wrong. There we go. We do the Phillies, we do the Sixers, we do the Eagles, and we do Sunday Night Baseball as well. So not only do we just do the Phillies games, we do the other Phillies sports as well. I will do some Flyers games next year. I do promise to do that. And that'll be cool. Eventually, I would like to do some Union games. I think that would be kind of awesome as well. But baseball is such a big time commitment. It is. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th. 1 run, 2 hits for the Rockies. That's it. (16-5) the Phillies are in their last 21 games. Here's the pitch. Line drive. Nice catch by Stott as he slides and hangs onto it. And there's 1 out. Luzardo getting some help from the defense. And Stott smiles and gets back up and goes back towards his right. That thing was scorched. And Bryce and Stott just able to time that perfectly, maneuver towards his right, slide and hang on. I mean, I don't know what that was off the bat, but that was a rocket. 1 out, and here's the pitch. It's in there for a strike. That was a heck of a catch. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch, it's down and in for ball 1 to Jordan Beck. Becca struck out twice. If you're tuning in over on TikTok or on the YouTube vertical stream, appreciate you all for being on here. Next pitch on the way, fouled off. If you guys want to come on over to YouTube, you can. Play-by-play with JJ. That's all you got to type in. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him. Cha-ching. 7 shares in the chat. Braves lost. So did the Mets. It's great. The pitch, here it comes. There's strike one. 0-1 pitch. High for a ball. Stas officially my third favorite player behind Wheeler and Schwarber. Yeah. I like Bryson Stott. Even when he was struggling, I said, man, I don't have anything else to prove, but I hope that he proves me right. There's the 1-2 pitch from Luzardo. It's fouled out of the glove. Luzardo throwing gas. 91 pitches. 2 outs and 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ezequiel Tovar. He walked his last time up, and he takes the next pitch up for ball 2. Who's pitching right now? Jesus Luzardo's pitching right now. 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. If you see on the screen here, I don't know if you look, it should tell you that Luzardo is pitching and Tovar is up to bat. It might be a little bit small, though, for you to see. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. That's 8 strikeouts for Jesus Luzardo. Disgusting. And we are going to the top of the 6th. Again, going to take another step off, but we'll be right back. We're back. We're in the top of the 6th inning, and Al Bohm is introduced as the next batter for Philadelphia. He takes strike 1 just on the inside corner. Bohm with a pair of groundouts. He's 0 for 2 on the night. And he takes the 0-1 outside. Joe says, my dad yelled at me a lot when I was little. So when I went to preschool, they asked my name. And I said, Jesus Christ, Joey. 1-1. Fly ball hit out over towards right field, and a diving catch by Tyler Freeman. Good defensive plays left and right from the both of these teams. And Bohm gets another base hit taken away from him. As Tyler Freeman was able to track it down and roll on over after he caught it. That'll bring up Brandon Marsh, who tops this one over towards the right side. Second baseman Amador picks it up and throws it over to first. And 2 away. Did that actually happened? You said, Jesus Christ, Joey. 2 outs in the top of the 6th, and that'll bring up Bryson Stott. Takes a ball in the dirt. It's making me think about one Andy Griffith episode. I don't know why. 2 balls, no strikes. Top of the 6th, 2 outs. Nobody on. Phillies scored 3 runs in the first inning. And the pitch is in there for a strike. They got 3 runs on a 2-run double from Bryce Harper and a sac fly from Casty. And then they also had an RBI double from Max Kepler. That was back in the 5th. The pitch to Stott, and he fights this one off and punches it out to right field for a base hit. And so it's a 2-out single by Bryson Stott, and he is aboard. Antonio Senzatela is still pitching for the Rockies. He gave up 10 hits in his last outing against the Phillies, and he's given up 10 more hits in this outing. This time, though, it's 4 runs. Last time, none. Well, he gave up a run in the last outing, but it was an unearned run. Here's the pitch. It's fouled off. Ellis says, always enjoy listening to your coverage of the Phillies games. Thanks, JJ. Appreciate you. Salute. Salute to Ellis. You're the man. The ball is 1 strike to Trey Turner, and he swings and misses and loses the bat again. The camera operator is probably like, I should probably move. It seems like Trey just loses his bat every single time. It just goes flying. If there was a stat for that, I think that Trey leads the league in that. Not even joking. You could see Caleb Cotham running away. Caleb Cotham was in the dugout. He was like, uh-oh. 0-2 pitch, and there's a called strike 3 to Trey Turner. He doesn't agree with the call from Corey Blazer. And, well, no need to worry about another lost bat. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. 4-1 Phils. How does it just slip? And he sprays the whatchamacallit to help him get good grip. I never understand how he loses the bat so many times. How about Taylor Walls walking it off for the Tampa Bay Rays? Wow. Excuse me. Rays came back and beat the Astros 3-2. The Florida Panthers lead at 3-1 in game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. They're in the 3rd period. And the T-Wolves are in the 3rd quarter. They're down by 2 in the Western Conference Finals, game 1. The Thunder are down by 2. I have 191 people tuning on in. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, folks. Here's Luzardo pitching again, and he fires an 84-mile-per-hour pitch that's in there for strike 1. This will probably be his last inning of work. He's had a very good game so far. Nothing in one is the count, and here's the pitch. It's down and in for a ball. "96 pitches for Luzardo. He's facing Hunter Goodman here. Here's a 96-mile-per-hour heater that's taken on the outside edge for strike 2. Phillies have won 17 of their last 23 games. 21 games, excuse me. 1-1 pitch. Or the 1-2, I should say, and it's fouled off. Luzardo, 5 innings, 1 earned run, 2 hits, 3 walks, and 8 punch-outs. 1-2 pitch, make it 9 punch-outs for Luzardo. The king of the court strikes again. Got Goodman down on one knee. It's hard to do that to that guy. Here's Toglia is going to foul it off of his foot, and it goes over to shortstop, and he is in pain. But he does get up. He grabs his bat, steps out of the box. He's like, yep, let me take my time. Right on the shoe top. Ryan, welcome on in. He says, good evening, everyone. I went to sleep thinking that we lost last night. Woke up to the ending. Anyway, out of work. Let's go. The ball is 1 strike and the pitch, and that's in there for strike 2. Never count the Phillies out. You can never count them out. Even when they're not doing well, you can still never count them out. 0-2. That's outside. One-two pitch. Foul ball. Lucianelli. Is that how you say that? I hope I said that correctly. She said, is Nick Castellanos going to hit the ball? I got to hit my parlay. Or my bet. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Luzardo with 10 strikeouts in 5 2/3. Castellanos, I don't know if he's going to... I mean, he hit the ball today, but he's gotten out twice. Two outs. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Hit over to second base. Stott scoops over, picks it up, throws it over to first, and we're going to the top of the 7th inning. It's 4-1 Philadelphia. That's most likely going to be it for Jesus Luzardo. 10 strikeouts in 6 innings of work. And 1 run, 2 hits allowed. Lucianelli. Okay, there we go. He better hit. I only need him to come through. Guys, we covered the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles on this channel. We also do Sunday Night Baseball. If you guys enjoy what we do on here, we're sort of old school. We do like traditional radio play-by-play style. But we also talk to you guys and make it interactive as well. A little bit more quiet tonight. There's not really much for me to talk about. And sometimes, you just enjoy the sounds of the game. Or of the cast, I should say. I wish I could get like a live direct feed for sound effects. What I would really like to do in the next couple of years is I would like to, and I don't know how this would work, but I would really like to find a way. I would love to find a way to get like post-game interviews after the game is done. I would really like to find a way to do that. Don't know how that's going to work, but that's something that would be Super cool. Who's the Sunday night game? Dodgers and Mets. Dodgers and Mets. Luzardo strikes out 10 on 105 pitches in 6 innings. Arriba, Phillies. Here's Bryce Harper up. The pitch. It's a curveball thrown by Ryan Rollison. A 1 ground ball hit over to third base and the throw over to first in time for out number 1. One out, top of the 7th. And Schwarber's up. And the first pitch that he sees is a curveball that's way up high. There's the 1-0 to Kyle. Fly ball hit out over towards deep center field. That's going back towards the track, and it is gone! Kyle Schwarber, for the second night in a row, says goodbye, baseball. 430 feet off the bat, and the Phillies lead it 5-1. Nice swing. Right down the middle, fastball, right down Broad Street, man. Here's Castellanos in the pitch to Nick. Foul ball. What's up, Angel? What's up, everybody? That should get the crowd happy. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch to Castellanos. He'll ground this one over towards the left side of the mound. The throw over to first is high. Castellanos is safe. He'll go out over to second base as the throw goes all the way to right field. That should be an infield single and then E1 on the pitcher. And so Castellanos is in scoring position. See what they rule. I just want to make sure. It should be a single and an error. Just put the ball in play and good things happen. And it was a little cue shot hit over towards the left side of the mound. Casty had the RBI sac fly. So we're waiting on the ruling real quick. And so 1 out still in the top of the 7th inning. They call it an infield single. So there's your bet. Congratulations to you. 1 out, top of the 7th. And our runner on at second now as Kepler's up. It's amazing to me how many people are into sports betting. It really is. Like, people will just come on here and they're like, yo, I need Cassie to get me a double. Here comes Max Kepler. He's 2 for 3 on the night. Had an RBI double his last time up. Rollison looks back at second and back to home plate and delivers a curveball that catches the knees. Max today 2 for 3 with an RBI. Here's the 0-1 to Max. He lays it off. Love my Schwarber. Some people didn't like Kyle Schwarber. That's funny to me. 1-1, and that's outside for ball 2. I take that back. I think that there's a misconception. I think that people didn't like Kyle Schwarber playing in the outfield. Or Kyle Schwarber batting in the leadoff spot. I think that was sort of like the misrepresentation of it. But they never said that they didn't like Kyle Schwarber. 2-1. That's a wild pitch. It doesn't bounce too far away from Hunter Goodman, but it's 3-1 nonetheless. The Schwarberian is the lefty Barian. Congratulations, you Lucianly. The 3-1 pitch. It's outside for ball 4, and Kepler walks. Schwarber's now batting .317 in 79 plate appearances against lefties this year. And Warren Schaefer is going to go out there, and Rollison's night is going to be done. Pitch and change coming up for Colorado. Rollison's tall. As JT steps into the batter's box. JT's average is now at 236. One for 4, 1 for 8, 1 for 16. JT is 2 for his last 19. 2 for his last 19. Folks, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button as well. And turn on the notification bell icons too. We got 232 people tuning on in. Let's get to 200 likes. Get us to 200 likes. Let's raise the poll question right now. Can we actually break our record and get to 300? I really would like us to get to 300. I'm sorry. I'm going to be greedy today. I'm going to be that greedy. I want us to break our record and get to 300. Can we break our record and get to 300 likes? I know that we have some bots in the chat. I understand. Can we break our record and get to 300 likes? Deshaun says they had to be drunk. It's more like drugs. As long as none of you are rooting against us, I won't act like Joe Pesci in the casino. Yeah. $14 hits in this game, 12 of them by the Phillies. They have 29 hits in this series so far. Jimmy Herget's going to pitch. He has a 4.22 ERA in 21 innings of work, 12 strikeouts, 3 homers allowed, and a batting average against of 266. First pitch to JT, it's outside and low, and taken all the way for ball 1. Let's break our record and get to 300 likes. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, top of the 7th. The 1-0 to JT. There's a ground ball hit over towards the first base side. The throw to second, there's one. That's all that they're going to get. It's a 3-6 fielder's choice. Casty does head over to third. And there's an out. 2 outs. At least it wasn't a double play. I thought maybe it was going to sneak on by. the first baseman, but it did not. Al Bohm has grounded out twice and is also lined out. He's gotten unlucky in 2 at-bats today. 2 runners on, 2 outs. The pitch to Bohm. Line drive, base hit. That's not going to be caught. The Phillies will get another run home. And Bohm comes through. RBI single, and the Phillies lead at 6-2-1. Right down the middle, and Bohm just drilled it. Wasn't a good pitch, though. Here's Brandon Marsh up at the plate, and the first pitch to Marsh, it's outside for ball 1. I would really like to, but the Magic Conch shell says no. Let's go, baby. Come on. Let's go. JT's at second. Bohm's over at first. 6-1 Philadelphia. Herget still pitching. And the 1-0 to Brandon Marsh. And he flies this one foul. All right, let's go chat. Charge! This game is, 2 hours old? Almost 2 hours old. 1-1 to Marsh. And it's another foul ball that finds the seats out in left field. Damn, the Orioles just lost another game. Darn it. One ball, 2 strikes to Brandon Marsh. The pitch, line drive, and that's fouled off again. Come on, I really wanted the Orioles to snap out of their funk. It's no fun. Eight seconds left on the pitch clock. Herget gets set above the belt this time, and the 1-2 pitch is high and away for ball 2. Only guy that doesn't have a hit tonight is JT. That's what happened last night as well. Everybody else has a hit. 2-2 pitch to Marsh. He'll fly this one out to left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Another run's going to score as JT comes home and crosses home plate. It's 7-1 Phils. Bohm stops at second, and the Phillies have a 6-run lead. Do we love it when they play small ball? Yes, we do. Here's Bryson Stott. Stott today 3 for 4 with 3 singles, and he takes a strike at 92 miles per hour. Four homers and 24 RBI on the season for Bryson Stott. The 0-1 to Bryson, and he fouls it off of his foot. They're getting in all their runs today. They got 9 last night. We love dinky hits, says Phillies Baseball Talk. Stott's looking for a 4-hit night. Here's the 0-2. It's outside for a ball. JJ, I just fell asleep for a little bit. So glad that the Phillies are winning by a lot. That's okay. You can go back to sleep. Or you can stay on. Appreciate you, man. 1-2 pitch, and it's way outside for ball 2. How was the nap? It's just one of those nights. I know that people are going to fall asleep to this. I want that. Two runners on, two outs, top of the 7th. And Stott is up at the plate. The 2-2 pitch to Stott, swing and a miss, and finally we're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Phillies do tack on 3 more runs. As Kyle Schwarber hits a homer in the inning, out over towards dead center field. He also had an RBI bloop single from Brandon Marsh and an RBI single from Alec Bohm as well. All right, bottom of the 7th coming up. And so, it is time for Phillies Trivia. I'm going to ask you a Phillies Trivia question, and if you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. All right. I want to know, besides Kyle Schwarber, there are 5 other Phillies players who have hit 300 home runs with the Phillies. Tell me all the 5 guys, or tell me the other 5 guys. Name the 6 Phillies players who have hit 300 homers. One of them is Kyle Schwarber. Howard. It's 1. Howard's 1. Harper. That's 2. Lazinski, Pat Boone, and Kruk. None of them. Howard, Schmidt. Schmidt's correct. Maddox. Chuck Klein. And Schwarber. Yes. One more. Pat Burrell. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch is popped out over towards center field. Turner gets under it, though, makes the grab. Pete Rose. 300 with the team? Yes. Abreu. Roy Sievers. That's the last one. Good job. Schwarber, Harper, Howard, Schmidt, Klein, and Sievers all hit 300 homers with, we're all the 6 players who have hit 300 homers on the Phillies. 0-1 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Jose Ruiz is pitching. Got 4 of the 6. You did. Good for you, Joseph. 0-2 pitch. Fouled off over towards the right field side and out of play. Joe Davis has been named the winner of the 2025 Sports Emmy Award for Outstanding Personality / Play-by-Play Broadcaster. That's awesome. That's beautiful. I like Joe Davis. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the windup and the next pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over the left field. That's a fair ball. And it bounces over towards the corner, rounding second and staying put over there will be Tyler Freeman. So it's a 1-out double. Chuck Klein's the only one that I haven't heard of. Chuck Klein, he's like one of the most famous players in Phillies history. You knew who Severs was? I never knew who Severs. I mean, I knew Severs, but I've never really like dialed on into him. You know, never really have done my research on him. I knew he was a Philly, but here's the pitch. There's a ground ball, base hit back up the middle. Amador comes through, and scoring is Freeman. It's an RBI single for Amador. And that makes it 7-2 Phillies. Welcome back, Jose Ruiz. Nope. Glenn Wilson, no. Eisenrich, no. My answer was no. Ryan McMahon's going to pinch hit for Aaron Shunk. And the pitch to McMahon takes a strike. Just a 171 career pinch hitter. 0-1 pitch. High for a ball. One pitch. That's down for ball 2. Two balls, one strike to Ryan McMahon. And the 2-1 delivery is outside for ball 3. What time do the Knicks play tomorrow? Is that an 8 o'clock game? Anybody know? 3 balls, 1 strike. And here's the pitch to McMahon. Line drive, another base hit out to left center field. Marsh does get over to it. The throw to third base to get Amador. Out is the call. Nice play by Brandon Marsh. He made a good throw out in left field, and Bohm able to swipe him out. And Amador heads back to the dugout. Wow. Brandon Marsh able to make a very good throw. And Turner actually was smart and did not catch it. He could have caught that just to cut it off. And he did not do that. Wise decision by Trey. And a good swipe, too, from Alec Bohm. 2 outs. How about the Phillies' defense today? The pitch is outside for a ball. Utley must have been close. I know Lazinski wasn't peak long enough, but his bomb sizzled in the air. Man, he could rake. Oh, you're right. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jordan Beck. He has struck out all 3 times today. Ruiz gets set below the letters, and the 1-1 pitch is fouled away. Jose Ruiz. Speaking of raking Matt Stairs into the night, that is one of the most iconic calls from Joe Buck. 1-2. That's outside for ball 2. Hopefully we can have an iconic call. I just thought about that. I hope one day. Like, that would be really cool. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch is low for ball 3. But like, you can't prepare for that. That's like, you got to get lucky, and it has to come to you. You know? 3-2 pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to third base. Bone picks it up, throws it over to first. It's in time. We're going to the top of the 8th inning. 7-2 Phillies. Turner, Harper, and Schwarber are coming up for Philadelphia. But that was a very good call. Kevin Harlan has a lot of those good calls, too. He's really, really good. Harlan is just really good at presenting with speech and delivery. He has a very good IQ. And sure, like, he has good talents and incredible abilities, but with the way that he's just like, he's almost like as unfiltered like as it gets. He gets so into it, and his vocabulary is just so good. It really is. And this guy wasn't my favorite, but Marv Albert was also very good at that too, with hockey and with basketball. And Gary Thorne. I really liked Gary Thorne for baseball and hockey. Great call, and I don't even like him. That home run was a dagger, like Harper's 8th inning bomb to take the lead to the World Series. Yeah. That was cool. Hit the like button, folks, and hit that subscribe button as well. JJ, your Kyle Schwarber 3-run homer against the Blue Jays was an iconic call. Thanks. Here's Trey Turner. Fly ball hit out over to deep left field. That's going back towards the track, and it is caught right at the wall. Turner just missed a homer, and there's one out as Herget is still pitching. That was a fastball right down Broad Street. And Turner was just off, and not by much. Bruce says, why do people not like Joe Buck? It's not people, it's Philly fans. It's Philly fans. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and the miss. It's because of oh, 1 swing and the miss. I would say that the reason why is because he didn't really show any sort of bias towards the Phillies. When Utley made the fake throw from home plate, or from first base to home plate, like, that was a really cool moment. And I think that the Phillies fans didn't really think that Utley got his flowers. Here's Harper, who's up. He'll rip this one out to right center field, and that's going to go all the way over towards the wall. And Harper will get over to second base standing up as the center fielder Doyle does get over to it and throws it back on in towards the infield. And Kyle Schwarber is back up. His relationship with Troy Aikman, it goes deeper than that. It goes back to the Utley homers. It goes back to just not the enthusiasm that was in his voice when he was calling Phillies games. I'm not saying that he wasn't enthusiastic, but that's what a lot of the fans think. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch is way outside for ball 2. Harper's now 11 for his last 19. 2 balls, no strikes to Kyle Schwarber. Herget kicks, deals, and it's outside and high for ball 3. Charge! I'm going to say take. Rio pitch to Schwarber. He does, and it's in there for a strike. My old man, for a time, drove a limo for Jack Benz, or for Jack Betts, actually a Jaguar. One night, while driving Jack to the vet, he was complaining about all the bums, in quotes, that made up the 1985 team. The next pitch is fouled off. He then said, "Do you know that there is only one guy in the whole organization that I don't know his salary? The Fanatic. Whatever he makes, it ain't enough. Only guy carrying his weight." The pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and Kyle Schwarber strikes out. I like that. That was good. 2 gone, top of the 8th inning. And a runner on at second. And Castellanos stares at a slider. It's in there for strike 1. Now, Jack Buck and Hank Strom were a great radio team. They were. 0-1 pitch to Casty, and he lines a foul. Let's get to 300 likes, folks. Let's get there. The ball is 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos. And the windup and the next pitch, it's going to be grounded back over towards the mound. Herget has it. And as he goes over to first and makes the underhanded throw, it's in time. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Phillies do lead at 7-2. Tavar will lead it off as we go to the bottom of the 8th. All right, let's get those likes up, baby. Come on. Let's get those likes up. If you like the Phillies, hit the thumbs up button. If you like baseball, hit the thumbs up button. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Phillies! Go, baby. I just gifted 5 memberships to Ryan, Nick, MG, Vic, and Screamin' Jerry Lee. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Am I lagging? Don't tell me I was lagging. Was I lagging? Am I still lagging? We're still live, right? Let's go. Let's go, baby. Congratulations to our new members. You get access to some awesome perks on here. That is very awesome. Let's go. Love you guys. Love you too, man. Congrats to your new emotes. There you go. You get the emotes now. So now when the Phillies win, I better see you spamming those emotes. Let's go. Is Max Luzardo pitching? He is. All right, this is big. We need to see what Max Luzardo does. This is his first time that he's played with the Phillies this year. He has a 3.12 ERA. They've had him come out of the bullpen. And, well, now's a good test for him because he most likely is going to be pitching for Alvarado. 1-0. There's a foul ball. Let's see what he has. Luzardo gets set, kicks, deals, and that fastball is fouled away. Cheek to cheek. Who's my favorite obscure Philly? I like Jeff Gary. 1-2 pitch. It's outside and low for ball 2. I also like Didi Gregorius. I was a Didi fan. And Jay Bruce, for sure. Big Jay Bruce guy. 2-2 pitch. Up high for ball 3. Couldn't go wrong with Tadahito Iguchi, though. 3-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out towards center field. Marsh is there. Makes the grab. 1 away. Tadahito Iguchi was awesome. One out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Let's go. There's a Phillies fan yawning. Look alive. Let's go. First pitch is in there for a strike. It's a Hunter Goodman. How about you? How about you? Cookie Rojas, says Doug. 0-1. Foul ball. What about Chris Coast? I feel like Chris Coast was just like one of those Phillies players where you could never hate Chris Coast. Would have said Eisenreich, is that how you say it? Eisenreich, if I hadn't mentioned him earlier. He quietly hit 340 for a stretch during the early 90s. Lazar gets set again at the letters. And the 1-2 pitch, that's going to be ripped and caught by Stott again. Stott's like, why are you hitting all these rockets to me? But guess what? Shows the glove. That's how you flash the leather, Bryson. Greg Gross, career pinch hitter. Yep. Most career pinch hits. We had that trivia question yesterday. They call him Super Stott. I like that. The pitch to Taglia, swing and a miss. Lazar still pitching. He's gotten both outs. 0-1 delivery, bounced foul. Keep those likes coming, man. Let's try to break our record. Have 165 likes. Let's at least get to 200 again. At least. 0-2 pitch. That's going to bounce in the dirt. It's a curveball. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And there is out number 3. So we go to the top of the 9th. Phillies do lead at 7-2. Tonight, no postgame show. No postgame show tonight. I'll just do like a quick recap. Vic, what's up? I'm at work and someone just gifted me a membership. That was me, man, because you are... You are. I got you, sir. Let's go. I'm at work and someone just gifted me a membership. That was me. But yeah, I appreciate you. He says your channel is awesome. Well, God bless you. Oh boy. Folks, we have breaking news. We got breaking news. Aiden Miller left the game in the bottom of the 5th inning in tonight's game. He's their number 2 prospect, the Phillies. He fouled a ball off of his knee/shin area in the 3rd inning. They just said that he stayed in the game briefly and beat out an infield single a few pitches after this, which is good. Don't know yet if he was taken out, but the foul ball did not look good. I'm surprised he stayed on in, but that's crazy. You did stay in. Okay. He stayed in. Thank God. Thank God. The pitch is in there for a strike. That doesn't mean that tomorrow he's not going to feel sore or something else could happen. You know? So just be aware of that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kepler is up to bat. Top of the 9th inning. Phillies lead it by 5. And Kepler takes outside for ball 2. Schwarber hit a homer earlier in the game. He has homered in 2 straight games. Stott's gone 3 for 5 today. Harper is 3 for 5 with 2 RBI and a run scored. Casty had a sac fly in the 1st and is 1 for 4. Kepler had an RBI double. He's 2 for 3. And Brandon Marsh and Alec Bohm each had an RBI single. That's what you're missing. 2-1, swing and a miss. Phillies are just 3 for 13, though, with runners in scoring position. Luzardo pitched really well today. 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, and had 10 strikeouts. Here's the 2-2 to Kepler, and he pops this one up out towards right field. And Freeman gets under it as he drifts towards his left and makes the grab. Can't hurt worse than a Lego in the dark. Oh, stepping on a Lego in the dark? Yeah, that's fun. That is fun. Those balls are hard, so being sore is getting away while it could be worse. Yeah, but he could also have, like, swelling overnight or something. So you don't know. 1-0 pitch, ground ball. It's a rocket over to shortstop. The throw over to first by Tavar in time. Another nice defensive play. And JT just can't get lucky. Tough break. Damn. 2 up, 2 down. Hurget's still pitching. Pitch to Alec, and he barrels this one out to right field for a base hit. And gets on with an opposite field single. A good day for Alec Bohm. He has hit the ball hard 4 times today. All right, Phillies lead it by 5 in the top of the 9th with 2 outs. 236 people tuning on in. There's a strike that's thrown to Brandon Marsh. The ball is 1 strike. And the windup and the pitch to Marsh. And he yanks that one foul. Stepping on a Lego in the dark, Eagle Auto says, inspired Ronnie James Dio to write one of the best metal songs of all time. Really? Really? Or so I'm told. Huh. 0-2 pitch to Marsh. Line drive. Base hit out to right center field. And heading on over to second is Bohm. He'll go over to third as the throw is cut off by Tavar. And that's going to put runners at first and third as Brandon Marsh singles up the middle. And the Phillies trying to get home another run here. Let's go. Speaking of second on things, I heard my pup has 3 or 4. Oh, that sucks. No, that's... You're right. George! No, you're right. I've done that too. I have a dog as well. And she'll leave toys around. Or chewy... Not chewy bones, but some of those like fake bones. And those things hurt. Or when she drops it on your foot, ow. Why are we talking about these things? Come on, let's not talk about things that hurt us. Let's talk about things that make us feel good. Right now, the Phillies are making us feel good, even though the Phillies do hurt us, and it's a different type of a hurt. Tonight, we love them. 2 outs. Runners at the corners, and here's Bryson Stott. There's a fly ball hit out towards straightaway center field. That's going back over towards the track, and Doyle's there and makes the grab as he leaps on into the wall. And we're going to the bottom of the 9th inning. So close, and yet so far. And we're going to the bottom of the 9th. You brought up the injury. Well, we were talking about Aiden Miller. And then we got into the whole thing about it, so I guess it is my fault. I didn't say it was anybody else's fault. Did JT make any bases? Please tell me I made my bets. You did not. Sorry. Everybody wants to know how their bets are doing. It's funny to me. It's like I could care less about the Phillies. Just tell me about my bet, JJ. Finding leftover meatloaf in the fridge inspired JJ to become the greatest live stream broadcaster. And we do it live! Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Tomorrow night, another 8:40 start time. And then they'll wrap up the series out at Coors Field on Thursday afternoon at 3:10. And then they go to Sacramento, take on the Oakland Athletics. They have 2 10 o'clock games. One's on Friday. Then they got another one on Saturday. L for JT. You know what Emmanuel is saying right now? Emmanuel is saying... Who's closing? Who's going to pitch the bottom of the 9th? I don't know yet. Don't know yet. Luzardo, I guess? I know he pitched in the 8th, but are they going to use him for another inning? Maybe. We'll see. 20 more subs so we get to 5,800. We are so close, man. We're riding that. I think Luzardo... We'll see. He is. He's pitching the 9th. Doyle's up, and he takes a 94-mile-per-hour fastball. Knees high for ball 1, or for strike 1. Damn. I need to get some sleep after this. 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. No post-game show tonight. Tomorrow night we will. We'll have one, but not tonight. 0-2 pitch. It's going to bounce in the dirt for a ball. One-two pitch on the way, and that's outside. I need Cal to make a home run. Cal Stevenson's not with the Phillies. Who's Cal? The 2-2 pitch. There's a line drive, foul ball. Next pitch. There's a line drive, base hit down the left field line. That's a fair ball. And Kepler gets on over to it. The throw's going to be made over to second. It's not in time. It did. That just stayed fair down the third base line. So it's a leadoff double allowed by Luzardo. Former Philly Mickey Moniak is coming up. And he takes a strike. Did Larry leave because he couldn't complain? Couldn't find anything to complain about? You're funny. No. He's not feeling the best today. He's not feeling well. The ball is one strike in the pitch. That's going to be golfed out to right field for a base hit. And a run's going to score. It's now 7-3, Philadelphia. Rockies with 2 hits in a row as Doyle scores. And Tyler Freeman, who's 3 for 3 today, is due up next. And we're going to have a timeout called on the mound here. See, these are the situations where I want to see what Mick Abel can do in the bullpen. Not saying that he would have pitched tonight, but I'm just saying that I really would like to see. I really would like them to experiment with that. California what? California Penal League. What are we talking about, Cal? The pitch. It's taken for a ball. What's going on in chat? The 1-0 pitch from Luzardo, and he gets the friendly call there at 92 on the outside edge. Correct, Joe. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the pitch. It's outside and low for ball 2. I know that he's not with the team right now, and obviously he pitched on Sunday, but just I want to see what he has. Two, 1 pitch. Strike 2. It's a cutter. The Padres minor league team. Freeman hitting on the right side. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and he spoils it foul. Somebody needs to be warming up in the bullpen right now. There's Rob chewing his gum. The 2-2 pitch, here it is. Fly ball, hit out towards right field. It's carrying. It's going back towards the track. Casty will make the grab, thank goodness. The throw is drawn to second, and 1 away. Good. The Tigers did win today. And I say that because now we're eyeing on the best record in baseball. Phillies are 2 games behind the Tigers for that. Here's the pitch. It's outside for a ball. I hope Luzardo doesn't turn this into a save. Well, yeah, one more base runner, then it is a save opportunity. Because if the tying run is on deck at the time that you pitch after the 5th inning, it's considered to be a save situation. One ball, one strike if you enter into a game. You're right, Michael. 1-1 pitch on the way. Line drive, and it's caught by Harper. He'll take it to the bag, and it's an unassisted ground out. It's hard to tell because from the angle that they showed us, you saw Harper get down on one knee, and he had it in his hand. So it's just a ground out. It was played on the ground. And there's 2 outs. Now McMahon's up, and the pitch, swing and a miss. That was hard. That's one of the reasons why you like to be there live, but they cut very quickly. You really need Bryce to homer? Well, that's not going to happen. It's the bottom of the 9th, 2 outs, and a runner on at second. Rockies are down to their final out. 0-1, it's high for a ball. My wife is a big Tigers fan, so glad to see them win. I remember you said that yesterday. How long has she been a Tigers fan? The 1-1 pitch. Check swing. He went. He did not go. He didn't go around. Jeremy says a lot of money on the line. Well, Rockies down to their final out, and they're down by 4. 2-1 pitch. That's in there for strike 2. And the Rockies are now down to their final strike. Jeremy with a lot of money on the line. Phillies trying to win another game. The 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. It's going to bounce in the dirt. And it's taken for ball 3. Sean says somebody's kids ain't going to college. College is expensive, dude. Correct. That's a very good point, Joseph. 3-2 pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out towards right center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Marsh bobbles it. And that's going to put McMahon over at second base. It's an RBI single at the very least. And so the tying run is on deck. Come on, Marsh. Look alive out there. Pitch was right down the middle. How did that bounce out of his glove? Looked like he had it, and then it just popped out. Hit that like button, folks, and hit the subscribe button as well. And timeout called on the mound. She grew up in the Detroit suburbs. It's been fun having the Eagles, Phillies, Tigers, and Lions all playing well. Yes. That's cool. We're at 171 likes. We need 29 more to get us to 200. Jeremy's stabbing a voodoo doll. Jeremy still has a chance. So you guys think Philly's going to win? Well, the Rockies are down to their final out. Beck is up. And the first pitch is high for a ball. The tying run is up next, though. If this guy gets on here, then that means that the tying run is coming up. The 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. It's a cutter. One ball, one strike. The leg kick and the pitch from Luzardo. Foul ball. And again, the Rockies down to their final strike. It is like so empty at Coors Field. 1-2 is the count. A lot of Phillies fans in attendance. The 1-2 pitch. It's popped up. It's hit out towards right field. Castellanos takes 2 steps towards the plate and makes the grab. And the Phillies take the first 2 games out at Coors Field as they win tonight by a score of 7-4. Ring the bell. The Philadelphia Phillies win. There we go. Nice win. Go. Nice. Very good. The Phillies played very good baseball tonight. Jesus Luzardo was special. Jesus Luzardo was awesome. And the bats just keep a-rolling. This was the series where I wanted the Phillies to try to get their power back, get their groove back, and this was sort of like batting practice for that because that's how bad the Rockies are. There's not really a lot for me to say after this. There really isn't, but a lot of the hitters are looking really good, except for JT Realmuto. Harper's been hitting the ball better. Marsh's hitting the ball better. Let's just see if this can continue to happen throughout the rest of the series, because if that is the case, then the Phillies are doing their job, and that's really nice to see. It is. So, I'm not going to get overly high, but nice win by the Phillies. And you're beating up on the bad teams, which is what you got to do right now. You got to. And they're doing everything that I'm asking them to do. So, good win tonight. If you guys want to leave a voicemail, you can. I'm not going to play it tonight. I would play it tomorrow, though. 610-314-0844. That is the phone number. Appreciate you all so much for being on here. That's going to wrap it up for me. All right? That's it. Love you all. And I will catch you all tomorrow. 8:40 p.m. Eastern Time is when we will be live again.